Hi friends, Mrs. Sharp here, and I want to make cookies with you today. It's a new recipe that I've never tried before, but they're for giant sprinkle cookies. I thought, what better cookie to make in the spring than sprinkle cookies? It's right in the name. Plus, sprinkles are so fun and colorful, they'll be great anytime. As you can see, I have all my ingredients laid out for me. I have some eggs, butter, a little salt and baking soda. I have vanilla, almond, sugar, some gluten-free flour, and of course, lots and lots of rainbow sprinkles. All my materials are here, so I'm gonna get started and then we'll get to the fun part, which is rolling them in sprinkles before we bake them. The first thing I'm gonna do is preheat my oven so that it's nice and hot when we're ready to bake. Okay, now I'm gonna start measuring and mixing. I have my recipe right over here and I'm just gonna follow it step by step. I wanted to share with you a little bit about how rainbow sprinkles are made. First, the ingredients are mixed together in a giant mixer to make a dough. This dough is colored pink, so they will be pink sprinkles. Next, the dough is squeezed through tiny little holes on a plate to make these long strands that look almost like pink spaghetti. Third, the sprinkles are dried and tumbled around in a giant drum to break them into smaller sprinkle-sized pieces. To make rainbow sprinkles, all the different colors are added together in one giant drum where they're spun and mixed together until finally you have a nice, even mix of rainbow sprinkles. We did it. Now we're at the fun part where we get to roll the cookies in the sprinkles. So when I make cookies, I like to use, kind of looks like an ice cream scoop, but that way I can get a really nice scoop. This is a big one because these make big cookies. So here are my rainbow sprinkles. I just got them. So excited. So I'm gonna pour a whole bunch. Bowl. I have my cookie sheets here. I have parchment paper on them. Did you know you can use parchment paper again and again? So this one I used to make a pizza crust before. So that's why it's a little golden brown on the edges, but it's still clean. So I have my scoop. So I get a nice level scoop. Put it in my hand. I kind of roll it into a ball. And I drop it right in the sprinkles. Ooh. I roll it all around. It is totally covered with sprinkles. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna do that with all the rest of the dough. The recipe says to put them about 2 inches apart. And a lot of times recipes will say that because it's a ball now, but when it goes in the oven, what do you think is gonna happen? Yeah, it's gonna spread out into a nice big cookie shape. So if your cookies, if you put the balls too close together, they kind of ooze and grow into each other. And then I would end up with one giant cookie, which kind of sounds a little bit fun, but I want to make a bunch of cookies today. So I'm gonna follow the directions. So here I go. So boys and girls, our sprinkle cookies are all finished. Don't they look fabulous? Oh my gosh, they're so colorful. The last step the recipe calls for before we put them in the oven is to flatten them a little bit with our hands. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna squish it down. Look at that. Okay, now it's time to put them in the oven. I'm gonna bake one sheet at a time. Set my timer. Okay, 12 minutes we have to wait. All right, it looks like the timer's about to beep. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Wow. They look delicious. They're so big and bumpy. It's delicious, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed making springtime sprinkle cookies with me. See you next time.